Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight isn't just one of the best superhero films ever made. It's a phenomenon in world cinema, a film that redefines the genre, making it deep, dark, and philosophical. There are no naive cartoon villains here, instead, there are ideas that make every viewer think. At its core is the confrontation between Batman and the Joker. But this isn't just a fight in dark alley, it's a clash of two worldviews. And the Joker's main weapon isn't a knife or explosives, it's his ability to force people to make choices. He creates situations where seemingly there is no right answer. He wants to prove that every person is just an animal, driven by instinct. Throughout the film, the Joker offers his victims a game with fixed rules. You are faced with two options, choose one. But is choice really limited to those two options handed to you by a madman? Or is there a third path, one that shatters his entire philosophy? Today, I will break down how this game works, which heroes managed to step outside its boundaries, and who remained a pawn in someone else's game. And we will try to understand what this great film teaches us. The first and most tragic example is Harvey Dent, Gotham's White Knight. Harvey believes in justice, but he has his own ritual, the coin. And there is an important detail here that not everyone catches on first viewing. Harvey's coin is two-headed. Yes, it's not an ordinary coin, both sides are heads. In the interrogation scene, when Harvey says, "Heads you live, tails, well, not so lucky," the audience thinks it's a game of chance. But in reality, Harvey is in complete control. He creates an illusion of randomness to break the criminal's mind, but the outcome is predetermined. It's always heads. As he tells Rachel and Kurt, "I make my own luck." This coin is a symbol of his belief that justice can be controlled, that the world is ordered and yields to the will of a good man. Harvey doesn't rely on fate. He decides who lives and who dies using divine chance as a cover. But the Joker shatters this system. He kills Rachel, burns half of Harvey's face, and the coin gets burned on one side too. Now it's a real coin, heads on one side, tails on the other. The illusion of control is gone. Harvey accepts the new rules of the game. Now he truly submits to chance. Whoever the coin condemns today dies. He no longer believes he can control the world. And here's the crucial point. Harvey didn't lose because the Joker was stronger. He lost because he stayed inside the imposed game. He was offered a choice between good and evil, between revenge and forgiveness, and he honestly chooses by flipping a coin. He doesn't look for a third path. He becomes just like the Joker, a man for whom chance determines everything. That's why his fate is so tragic. The Joker's second experiment targets Batman himself. The Joker gets caught, but it's all part of his plan. During the interrogation, he presents Batman with what seems like an impossible choice: save Rachel or save Harvey Dent. Both are in danger, both are on opposite sides of the city, and time is running out. And here the Joker doesn't just present a choice, he manipulates Batman's emotions. Batman chooses the woman he loves, Rachel. It's human, it's understandable, but the Joker, knowing that Batman will act on emotion and go there, deliberately swaps the addresses. As a result, Batman saves Harvey and Rachel dies. What do we see here? Batman tries to outsmart the system, but he's still inside it. He agrees to choose between two options offered by his enemy. He thinks he's making a conscious choice, but the Joker has already predicted his behavior. This isn't a victory over system, it's just one move in someone else's game. But here's the important part. Even losing in this specific situation, Batman doesn't become like Harvey. He doesn't start killing, he doesn't lose faith in justice. He mourns Rachel, but he keeps fighting. And the film's finale will show that he's capable of a true third path. One the Joker didn't calculate. The Joker's main experiment, two ferries loaded with explosives. On one, ordinary citizens of Gotham. On the other, convicts, criminals, those society has written off. Each ferry has a detonator that will blow up the other. The rules are simple. By midnight, one ferry must blow up the other. If no one decides, the Joker will blow up both. This is a classic prisoner's dilemma in game theory terms. Each ferry reasons, if we blow them up, we survive. If they blow us up, we die. If no one blows the other up, everyone dies. The rational choice from a mathematical and self-preservation standpoint is to strike first. This is exactly what the Joker expects. He's convinced when the chips are down, these civilized people, they will eat each other. He's betting that people are animals. On the civilian ferry, a vote is held. People are in panic. They shouting, demanding someone push the button. But no one can bring themselves to take responsibility for killing hundreds of people, even if they are criminals. They vote, they argue, but the button remains untouched. On the convict ferry, it's a different story. One of the prisoners, a large man with a hardened face, approaches the guard holding the detonator. The guard tenses, expecting the criminal to grab the detonator and blow up the civilians. But the convict calmly says, "Give it to me, I will do what you should have done 10 minutes ago." The guard hesitates, then hands it over. And then this man throws the detonator out the open window into the water. He doesn't push the button, he doesn't hand it back, he simply destroys the very possibility of the choice the Joker offered. This is the third path. This man doesn't refuse to choose, he makes a choice the Joker couldn't foresee. He's saying, "I won't play your game. You gave me two options, kill them or die myself. I choose a third, not to kill and to trust them." The civilians on the other ferry also, in essence, choose trust when they refuse to push the button after they vote. In this moment the Joker loses. Not Batman, not the police, but ordinary people, the ones he despised, shatter his experiment. They prove to be more complex than his cynical theory about instincts. In the finale, the Joker almost gets what he wants. Harvey Dent, the symbol of Gotham's hope, becomes a murderer. He shoots at police, tries to kill Gordon's son, and dies himself. If the truth comes out, the city will lose its faith in justice. People will learn that their white knight has fallen, and chaos will reign. What can Batman do? He has two obvious options. First, tell the truth, let everyone know what a monster Harvey became. But then the Joker wins. He would have proven that anyone can break. Second, try to cover it up. But how? Kill the witnesses? Lie to the entire city? Batman chooses the third path. He takes the blame for Harvey's crimes. He tells Gordon, "I am whatever Gotham needs me to be. I will be the hunted. I can take it." Batman becomes an outcast, a criminal in the eyes of the city, to preserve hope in its people. This is a brilliant move. He sacrifices his reputation, his freedom, his life for an idea. He understands people need a symbol of faith in good. If that symbol collapses, the city will descend into anarchy. So he's willing to become a villain in the eyes of those he protects. This isn't victory in a fight, it's victory over the Joker's very logic. Batman doesn't submit to the game's rules. doesn't choose the lesser of two evils. He creates a new path, a path of sacrifice and redemption, and in this he proves stronger than the Joker. So what does the Dark Knight tell us? The Joker built his entire philosophy on the illusion that man is just an animal, always choosing the lesser of two evils, driven by instinct. He gave Harvey his coin, choose, kill or spare. He gave Batman the addresses, choose Rachel or Harvey. He gave the ferries the detonators, choose, kill them or die yourself. But in each of these cases, there was a third option that the Joker didn't account for, because his cynical mind couldn't conceive of it. Harvey didn't find this path and perished as a person. Batman found it in the end, sacrificing himself for the city's hope, and the ordinary people on the ferries, especially that convict who threw away the detonator, showed that human dignity is stronger than the fear of death. The Dark Knight is a film about how, in a world where you are only offered two paths, true freedom is finding the third. The one that destroys the manipulator's game. The one that proves a person is not a function of circumstances, but the creator of their own actions. The Joker didn't lose because Batman beat him up. He lost because people proved more complex than his theory about instincts. Within each of us lies the capacity for compassion, for sacrifice, for an illogical yet deeply human act. And that is precisely what makes us human. What do you think about the film's ending? Tell me in the comments. Thanks for watching.